Full screen. All right, Shalom, New York, under Commander General Hunter. All right, and since 1969, we've been bringing up antiquity, are the Israelites of old, which is referred to today. All right, for those of you who don't know, all right, I'm preaching Officer Quatazar, Bayahada Bayashrala, who we are for a brief second, and the things that we're supposed to be doing in this wicked nation. All right, so life and the people that you love lives. Understanding that, please type in the chat. Let me see. Give me a second. I'm in the chat. All right. So we're gonna start off by answering the question: who, as a whole, collectively, do not know. But thanks to Commander J. Yohana and ISBK, we have an idea. And where did he get the identity from us from? Our history records. All Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. All right. Understand that's the King James Version Bible. And that, when I mean Black, I mean the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right. So we're going to get a little bit of context. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse. And it reads, "For thou art an holy people." Talking about the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And that we refer to as these things, byword, by the curses, of course. But all these things they have given us and told us we are ourselves. All right. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord." What does that word holy mean in this context? All right. All throughout the Bible, we see words and precepts that are manifold. All right. Understanding that holy right here doesn't, how could I put it? Some type of Hollywood expressed spiritual feeling, or you know what you get when you go to the Christian church, man. According to this Bible, it means to be separated or separate. All right. Weird dance people do when they say they got the Holy Ghost and start jumping up and down and doing it. As you are a separate people unto the Lord thy God, meaning the Most High is our power. Understand, we all have weapons and knives and all kinds of things that we can use. Not saying that you're not supposed to defend yourself, by all means, but there's a difference when it comes to this. The Most High power is our Father, man. And that's where we get our education from under Commander General Yohana, man. He teaches us what we're supposed. All right. And the Christian church doesn't teach you a damn thing. All right. The Christian church teaches you Scorpio, some type of pronoun, super pronoun, whatever you want to. The church teaches you how not to have self-discipline. But when you come behind these gates which do not languish, how to have self-discipline. And that will save your life, especially in this wicked kingdom. All right. Special people unto himself. Now understand that, man. All throughout your life, Hispanics and American Indians, we have certain type of cognitive dissonance because we were prom king, whether it had been in dodgeball in the third grade, spelling bee, contested. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We have issues. Not knowing the greatest being, the greatest that ever is and will ever be is the most high, our us. Understand that. All right, to be a special people unto himself. Downplay it because of how you feel or where you grew up at, all kinds of demographics, man, which does serving the Lord. All right. He'll have favor upon you. Allow his light to shine upon you, man. The word special, unusual quality, especially being in some way superior. All right. Esteem, readily distinguishable from others of the same category, unique. And that's just a couple. It says, as a noun, one that is you. All right. So we get the idea of what the word special means. So by reading Deuteronomy, you get an understanding of who you are. Talking about the children of Israel, all right, and Native American Indians. The demographic, right? Give a damn about, care less about. You know, you built this mighty and great nation, throws to the wayside. They don't want to have anything, right? No type of understanding when it comes to hood or sisterhood, which is the quality state of how to treat one another. Understanding that they don't do none of that. But thanks to Commander Junior and the mighty men above me and that are coming after me, that strong government, man. That's how governments are made. Understand that. I'm using the word structure that we have when you pay your tithes into the ISUPK. You know, we have all those things up on another man's feet or in his driveway or on his property or his land. So I'm going to take it from the top, Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. People unto himself. All right. Above all the people that are, let that resonate in your noggins. All right. It said, what do you know, Joe? Just a few months ago, you were sitting on the edge of your bed contemplating. Christian church told you something that was not true, that you deserve to be happy, that you deserve public parts all day 24/7. You know, it's you slept with this man and that man. You know, the Christian church teaches you that, hey, listen, man, if she ain't doing right, throw her all kinds of falsehoods. All right. It's that you learned something from, taught you something which they learned from the Christian church. That who taught your mother and your great great grandmother, your great 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 grandmother, of which you still live by today. All right. Understand that. I just read above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. So when it doesn't deal with anybody but the children of Israel when it comes to his children, right? That we have such an issue, you know, health wise. That's why we have such an issue about it. You know, when you're in your father's house, you do what you're supposed to do. You follow his orders, his law. You know, he pays the bill, he keeps the lights on. All right. Have you But for this example, I'm talking about your Father. Because our Father, the Most High, He controls whether you have money, whether you have a little bit. He controls every aspect of your life. So next, don't rub that lucky rabbit's foot, that penny with the hole in it, or that one you got that smashed over West Virginia's line. It has no power. All right. Same things that you give all the glory to. As soon as Big Mama goes to the hospital and she got and you call on, oh God, Father, please, Father, please. All those prayers fall on deaf ears. The Lord does not deal with sinners, man. He ain't got time for it. I'm gonna say that from the face of the earth. So while you're at your job, bowing down to Mike and what have you, understand this, man. There's a thing that you're supposed to do, and that's called keeping the oracles of Christ. You want your children to, when they go off to school, you know, understanding that there's something that you're supposed to power. Understand that the Most High's power. All right, let's keep these laws, statutes, commandments. When you think about what was told to you, you're not a Negro, you're not a spick, you're not back, or whatever the heck else they call us in this wicked nation. All right, you're the children of Israel, man. And He's chosen us to be above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. Shout out to Yahweh Kaya, man, who was out at camp this past weekend. He said something heavy, man. Book exam, man. This book is open. You can find it in damn near every hotel you stay in. You know what I'm saying? It's the most publicized book in the world, right? So that we are the people that are being talked about in this book. Why is that? Because that's why we are the people in this book. Understand that if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, right? The 12 tribes of Israel, and our identity is found in this book, is a part of the King James Version Bible. And that's how you figure out and find out who you are. Not Listen, we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group, right? We stand alone since 1960. You can understand that all these other Muslims have all these different sanctions and groups. So we are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. Understand, this is the home of. All right. So I'm gonna drop that. Go into the next precept. Why is it important to know who you are? Knowing who you are when it comes to your identity, not only does it give you a sense of patriotism, right? When you have your identity, you understand who, what, when, where, and how. That's very important. Just like our brothers and sisters did, they went down there for spring break and taught a whole bunch of stuff. Come here, talking about the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, and American Indians. Understand, this is not your kingdom, man. This is theirs. You just imagine going to somebody's house and acting a plumb damn fool about you, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American Indian. You have every right to. This is their kingdom. You can't go to some. Understand that, man. Your punishment is going to be a lot. People's children who have every right to do what they want to do and act how they want to act in their house, man. This is not our king. A young man just rang the doorbell of some precious house and got shot in the head twice. Imagine that. They don't give a damn about you. You're what? 2/5 compromise. Your Constitution, so over, I think, 200, almost 300 years old, still hasn't been updated. Anti-hate bills being passed for what, Asians? Everybody but you, black man. So where it took, I think it was like Louisiana or something, man. These devils going from home to home, right? Reuniting them with the puppies because they're being sold. Like that is important in this kingdom. Black, Hispanic, Native American, Indian is important. All right. I'm here to tell you, while you're down at the voting polls, voting and fighting for equal rights, understand you're never going to get them. That's busy work. Out of places like this in the ISUPK, where have a purpose, have an identity. All right. Let's get some more. It's Deuteronomy 27, verses 1. And it reads, Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, right? And that's a very heavy sentence structure. All right. When you know anything about sentence syntax, you got the subject and the predicate, okay? Elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all you this day. All right. It didn't say the Africans, it didn't say the Israelites. It said Moses with the elders of Israel. And 7:6, talking about God's chosen people, the children of Israel. We all the people that are upon the face of the earth, man. Every single last one of them. He chose above all of them, right? So within Moses, with the elders of Israel. Who is Moses, man? All right. Man. All right. Understand that if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, Moses isn't some white man. All right. He's a brother. All right. A hardcore brother. It says, and it didn't say Joe Biden. It didn't say, what's that evil witch's name? Camilla Harris. It's the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, Native American Indians, right? To get more money to build bigger prisons, right? Everybody want to praise Abraham Lincoln. He didn't do crap for you if you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. Right? Crime bills about, and it's just so ironic that Joe Biden was the one who he had as a vice president, Camilla Harris. She's a devil. All right, so all you black women out down there, hooray! When he got found with less than a gram of marijuana, of dope, she has damn near, I think it's 100% conviction rate. So that's, and she's proud for it. You're not black unless you vote for him. Well, he's the reason why. And because of those lies that you were taught in the Christian church, you didn't know any better. Or where you came from, you just ate them lies right on up. There's another generation suffering from it. And the same people that tell you one thing, go behind your back and do something else. Right? To get them here and to keep you down here. Oh man, it says Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep, right? To keep all the commandments of God, man. All of them. Keep. So when your pastor talks about all the laws done away with, no, it is not. Matthew 5:17. All right, we'll get into that, but make no mistake, you eating that pork, you're transgressing the law. All right. So if you break the law out here, what happens? Make no mistake, just because I ran the stop sign, I had a couple of. The Lord is not mocked, man. It absolutely is doing something, and He knows. All right. So it's up to you to fight those demons that are in your head, telling you this is our life. This is why we have diabetes and hypertension. Coronary heart Indian nations, man. Understand that. Like as a people, what says we're supposed to do. I mean, when you come to a car manual, you know what type of fuel to put in your oil to put in it. You know where to go, who has the so-called best gas. Well, how can you make that make sense? Your car lasts longer than you do. You take better care of it. You want to take care of yourself, keep these low. All right. If you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian, I'm gonna drop that. The children of Israel, man. They are not extinct, contrary to what your stupid pastor. We are not extinct. We are here in this wicked kingdom. Blessed us with salt. That soul that you try to teach every wicked nation they don't have. They can dance moves, this, and that, third. The reason why we don't have any character, man. This is into all these other cultures. They soak us up like a dry sponge. And what happens when we soaked all the way? It's just dry. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else there. Nothing. And that's what they leave us with. Nothing. And then you get mad on what? The soul that you're supposed to, the Lord blessed you with. You didn't want it. You wanted to give it away. Trying to get back what you gave away, seeking their love, man. It's not worth it. Understand that, man. But drop that. Let's see. We'll obey our Father, man. Keep His commandments. All right. The commandments of God. That's our heritage, man. The oracles of Christ. These other wicked nations don't have no soul, man. Being clean came from us, right? All those other ones who decided to steal what we do as far as keeping hygiene. The COVID virus come from, right? We don't even have access to any pangolins, because they're wicked and evil and they just want to make money off of you. But make no mistake, we just like if you have a wild and outside of the wild, right? And this fence protects you from the wild. Understanding that. Once you go outside, what's the first thing they always do after wandering? Usually somewhere on high ground so they can see those dead zombies coming because they don't want to get their head eaten. Well, the ISUPK are the gates that won't languish Israel. You had to find out who you are. Take up your sword and fight your demons. Kill that old man, that old woman. Stupid calls like what? A sweet 16 birthday? Kids were killed trying to celebrate a birthday party. Something that the Lord hates, man. Yeah, He does hate. Contrary to children are dead. Now you're dead. Or unalive, excuse me. And your children are unalive. Come into life, man. Keep these laws, statutes, commandments. You won't, serve the Lord to receive it. That's how you're going to get it. You sit here talking, enemy need with salvation. He's not killing himself. He's killing you. He's killing me. Matter of fact, let's get Matthew 6 and 24. Matthew 6 and 24. Salaki. Verse 24. If you just tuned it in, y'all watching that show, brothers, y'all. Matthew, what say 6 and 24? I believe so. Verse 24. All right. No man can. What does that mean? No man can serve two masters. Let's keep reading. For either he will hate the one, else he will hold to the one and despise the other. No man can serve two masters. What do you know? You have to pick a side, man. Pick a side. You can't play both sides of the fence. You're going to be on the side that gets destroyed or the side that wins. You know what I'm saying? The chariots, man. You have to pick a side. You can't live in both these kingdoms. You have to pick a side and stay with it. I'm going to tell you right now, the side, you might think that you're losing now, but you're not. Everybody say, man, nothing beat a cross but a double cross. Don't nothing beat a double cross but a triple cross. So knowing that, cross you up, spin you up, turn you out. Why would you do that same due diligence that's keeping you bound by his dogmatic principles, keeping you locked up with his policy? The Black family structure, so-called Hispanic family structure, so-called Native American Indian. I think it's all about that paper. Yeah. Well, let's see how long that paper lasts. In order to be free. Make no mistake. If Christ loved, he nailed to that cross. If he loved everybody, why do you and made unalive in these streets if everybody loves you? That great white unicorn or that great white whale that you believed in that never came to your rescue. Teach you to love everybody and hate you. How do you know that, man? No, just you go to war with in order to get justice. And what you need to go to war with is your own personal demons. The ones that tell you child molester or a homosexual. Understand that. You will never get justice if you don't hate your enemy. You do the wrong things by loving your enemy. You either have to hate being made unalive and loving them and going through the same rigmarole. Hate you. The devil hates you, which the oppressor the Bible speaks of. Africans hate you. Russians hate you. Everybody hates you. And guess what you do? You love everybody, man. Understand that. It says you can't, no man can serve two masters. Who do you think you are? Thinking you can serve two masters? It says no man. Be simple for you big head niggas out there. And all you sage burning females. I think either he will hate one and love the other. So that means most high. You hate your brothers, you hate your sisters. How come you just can't prefer them? No one's actually go out here and commit any types of crimes. Hell, I hate lima beans. Burning down lima bean fields or protesting. I'm not doing none of that. If it comes up to disclose that information. But other than that, causing them lima beans no harm. And I'm doing them a justice. All right. This is either you will hate one and love the other. And despise the other, man. That's why you don't want to stop celebrating your birthday. Because you hate the most high. Days, like 4th of July, what? Because you can barbecue anytime you want. Do it on the 4th of July, celebrating someone else's independence, because while you're doing that, your coon behind was still in. What's going on? Smelling that good old nasty barbecue. Yeah. Lawful barbecue. And I thought about what you eat during the celebration. With a whole damn pig with an apple in his mouth on a barbie on a grill. Even more. Like, come on, man, we got to do freaking better. You want a hole in that? Says, and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. See, you know what? Oh man, come on, I ain't trying to hear that stuff right now. You despise the Lord. You despise your brother because you rather be wicked. Get that? That's like putting your mouth to a muffler. And how long do you think some devil who's just salty about something stupid and so door down, starts his car, puts a damn water hose in the damn muffler, another one in. He falls asleep until he's unalive. Like, why do you get mad at me for telling you to stop smoking? Stop smoking, man. I was acting, you know what I'm saying, committing suicide, you're doing that. You hate what they hate, and they hate your black behind. They hate your Mexican behind, we do those things that will make us unalive, like smoke. Stupid. Be murderers, be drug dealers, because if you he's your father, but because you are of your father the devil, you're going to love what he loves and hate what he hates. Christ says we got to gather ourselves together, all you nations undesired. Oh, I wish I had a sister. Oh, I wish I had a brother. Oh, I wish. Think to your brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be some old princess. Oh, you come to find out you're the true princess. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're the prince, you're the princess. The king, man. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be. Yahushua Mashiach is our king. Who the world will call Jesus Christ. So you don't have to go all the days longing for another brother, another sister. Knowing that we're not supposed to keep these bigger holidays. Passover that was one of the, from the east, from the west, and the south, all over. One big family reunion. Just playing, safest they'll ever be around mighty preach their prophets, man. Brothers on Shamar, Matazapah and the Katakapash, myself, headache. Come see your brother, man. I got something for that headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, take care of our people. Understanding that, I'm gonna always be at service, just like the mighty men above me. Someone else do the job that we can do better than them. You waiting on the president to come and say, lean on your brothers and sisters. Understand that. Get true help. Receive true love. For me in a bind. Your bind is what, not having a cigarette. Now you love this devil who's give you something that make you want to lie. No, this is what love is. Like my name's Tyrone. That why is that? Because I tell you the truth, I'll become your enemy. All right, a brother. How many times you gonna fall out with your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your best friend? In the ISPK, man, listen, you'll never receive that type of love anywhere else. What we do and why we do it. But make no mistake, it's true love. Don't, because what? A feeling that you had? Well, I'm not used to. Well, listen, ain't gonna be no getting used to being unalive. You gonna wake up unalive and again with some type of ailment because you chose not to serve the Lord. Salakia. Let me get back to this. All right. Romans chapter 13, 11. Chapter 13, verse 11. And knowing that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, man. In that, knowing the time. All right, stop acting like you don't know what's up. You see what's going on around us? Every Freaknik Netflix special about to come out. Trying to figure out if you make sense, man. There is something that you can do that can take. Let's keep these laws, statutes, commandments. I seen a post earlier that says, "Hey, y'all worried about that Freaknik? Y'all better be worried about Backpage." So lucky. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake up out of sleep. Now you and your little PJs snuggled up under your bed with your little honey warm as you want it to be, but still a little cold, and you don't feel like moving. Knowing that you gotta get ready to where you keep that snooze button. Knowing that the time is now, you need to get your black behind up, man. It ain't gonna be a second. You stroll up in there late today, boss gonna fire your ass. For now, it's out. You think about all the brothers, all the preaching prophets and sisters of these times, waiting for the time that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. salvation. That's deliverance from this oppressor. That 9 to 5 that keeps you 12:30, always calling overtime, your feet hurt, your back hurt. Hell, you can't get in the shower, but you're so tired. You can't even love your children the way that you want to make your kids something to eat because of this wicked oppression that we're living in. And make no mistake, my people are struggling, man. Just because of a handful of us think that what this is paid that cost for you to be in the position that you're in right now. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not in any position. Our salvation is nearer now than it ever has been before. Knowing that, and Native American Indian, I wake up out of that sleep that's getting us unalive in the streets. You got some devil walking through after you've been playing the game all day, shooting your grandma in the head. It'd be 2 dead niggas instead of 1. You can't protect yourself in this kingdom. Lord, you have no power. That's why it says the Lord, thy power. You're dead with a gun, just like so many of our other people, unalive. Good night. And trying to be shadow banned. These laws, statutes, and commandments. It's high time. If you wake up out of sleep, man, you get your you getting your black behind up for the other man. Oh, no, I work for Walmart. Oh, I work for Amazon. Well, you never heard of a guy called Jeff Bezos? He took his, you know what I'm saying? This is our bondage, man. It's our slave. Working, and not even reaping the benefits of all this work. Law, statutes, commandments. Coming up out them Christian churches, man. Stop celebrating your damn birthday. You want to be surprised? They jumped out. Now you had a heart attack. And you and a lot of people celebrate your birthday. You don't need a cake or candles in order to do what? Celebrate your revolution. Save your money. You know what I mean? But with that, we'll go ahead and end the class. All right, ISUPK Southern Ohio. All right. We're the ISUPK out of Southern Ohio. Okay. Under Commander Engineer Hunter, man. Since 1969, we bring out the truth according to the Bible about who the so-called. Absolutely and positively know that the ISUPK is the, and this wicked kingdom has everything to do with you coming into life. You'll call yourself an African American, which ain't on no type of topography is the study of maps, right? It's not on any, no nigga that's been 2 places at once. So you couldn't possibly be African American. To know where we've come from and negative connotations about who and we didn't keep these laws, statutes, commandments, right? So, all right, which means to stand. Put this up a little bit. We'll put your upper dome, which means to turn and face the east. So we'll figure out where the east is. All right. So I'm going to go through the Lord's Prayer. I want to get the and the Hebrew. Just repeat after me, and then we'll read it in English. Shabbat Malak with Ka. Taba'a, Rata Zayaka, Haya Asha, Ba Rata Latana now, Lakam call Yawam, Wasalakla now, Kabawaki now, Kasalaki now, Manasaya Wana Ball, Hawashaya now, Mayan Rai, Wahatapa Rab, La Iwalamia, Aman. All right. What I just read in Hebrew, we're going to read art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. All right, Sarge means to turn. We'll go ahead and read the security announcements. We get the ISBK rules for new brothers and sisters in the school. All right, we have rules, man. All right, so we'll come up here. You get. All right. It says when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for saluted only. Okay, shalom, sis, shalom. All right. You shed yourself in the world, man. Now is your time as a new brother and sister to stop smoking, stop doing those things that you were doing in the world. Understand that. The Bible says we have to rehearse righteous acts. Decency and order. All right. That's what you do when you shed yourself in the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission. Okay. Now I know we have all these outlets and streams of connection where, man, listen, man, all these rules and regulations are put into play to help us. All right. So don't try to go around it. And you'll have a better outcome versus doing what's unnecessary, being thirsty. Pull something past the mighty man above you. All right. Let's not do that. All right. So after the 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. All right. 21, Malachi 3 and 8 through 10, which means every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Okay. This is how we build up our nation. All right. Use this money to help this nation grow. Understand that we have schools all over the place. All right. You got to give to the General Mayaka Allah with the teacher, a priest fund, a free will offering for priests, which is not upcoming holy convocation, I believe, is the Feast of First Fruits. Board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots. All right. So we don't have a hallway or school yet, so you can just hit us up. ISBK. And to all the brothers that checked in, Shalom Yabashir Shabbat to the Sister Shemara